The following episode of Breaking the News was recorded 2 days after the sad death of former game show host Henry Kelly, and one day before Donald Trump said this now infamous phrase to President Zelensky.
You're gambling with World War III.
It's Breaking the News with Des Clark.
I am Des Clark, and this is Breaking the News, the show that breaks the week's news and asks four opinionated panellists to put it back together again. Joining me are four fantastic comics. On my right, we have Ray Bradshaw and Alice Fraser, and facing them are Amy Matthews and Jamie McDonald. In the news this week, a seagull rescued from a bin in Paisley has been identified almost 1,800 miles away on a beach in Morocco. Scientists called it impressive, as usually anybody tagged in Paisley can't get beyond their front gate. A man has been arrested in the Netherlands for attempting to smuggle cocaine by hiding it in his wig. Police became suspicious at the border when they noticed the man parted his hair using a credit card. And a theatre lover was astonished to find a 119-year-old message in a bottle during a special behind-the-scenes tour of Edinburgh's King's Theatre. Experts were brought in to carefully cut off the top of the bottle and use special techniques and chemicals to prise the note apart, finally revealing its ancient message: no milk for 2 weeks. Right, you've met the panel. Let's crack on with round one. This is the Broken News round, where our teams have to guess two major stories of the week that have been mashed together into one single news headline. So, Ray and Alice, can you tell me what this is all about?
The European Union has welcomed the UK government's plan to slash international development aid.
The decision by
Sir Keir Starmer
follows pressure from
President Trump,
focusing instead on increasing oil and gas production.
Two big stories. What do we think the first one is? Ray?
I think it's that Starmer's a way to go meet Trump to start a wee boy band together. That's what they're off to do.
Yes, Ray, well done. This week, the Prime Minister announced that he was slashing the UK's foreign aid budget to fund an increase in defence spending to 2.5% of national income by 2027. The announcement came just 24 hours ahead of Sir Keir Starmer's flight to Washington, where he is due to hold talks with President Trump discussing his plans to end the conflict in Ukraine. The French President, Emmanuel Macron, also met with Trump earlier in the week. By convention, Sir Keir Starmer had to bring a small gift for the President. It's difficult to know what would please one of the richest, greediest men in the world, so the Prime Minister kept it simple with a nice bottle of wine, some flowers, and the Isle of Man. Well done in getting the right answer, Ray. So why do you think then Sir Keir Starmer has done this?
If he's to bring a small gift for Trump, he should bring mittens for those tiny wee hands of his, man. That's what he should be doing. Donald Trump, a 78-year-old man who should theoretically be in jail, and now all the world is bending a knee to him and go around. It all seems mental, whereas if this was happening and he wasn't in power, we'd be sticking him in a home. Like, let's be honest. And even that care home wouldn't want to deal with him. So, but now we're doing whatever he wants, upping our defence budget by 2.5%. When the real reason is we should just get him a bowling club membership, tell him it's $160 a pint, and tell him to shut up. Like, that's
Alice, what do you make of this Sir Keir Starmer meeting Trump this week? Why do you think Sir Keir has done this?
Well, he's upped the military budget for the UK, I think partly as a signal that we don't necessarily trust the Americans to pull us out of the fire anymore, which is fair enough. I would not trust an IOU from Trump if he wrote it on the money he owed me.
And there he is, upping the budget for defence spending. Why do you think Sir Keir Starmer has done this, Amy? What are you thinking?
Well, you know, they say you can rule with a carrot or a stick, and in the press shot for this, we'll get to see a stick shake hands with a carrot. That'll be fun. But no, I mean, February's the time of year when all of your promises to yourself and all of your resolutions fall off a cliff. So Keir Starmer's just sort of doing that with his manifesto, isn't it? It's just, that's all that's happened. But genuinely, of all the budgets to take from, he's taken it from international development aid, whether you agree with increasing defence spending or not. Of all the budgets to take from, it seems a particularly evil decision to take it from foreign aid.
What do you think then of all of this, Jamie? Why do you think Sir Keir Starmer has done this?
Just wants to impress Mr. President. He's removed his metaphorical underpants and is joining in the willy swinging competition.
A busy week for Sir Keir Starmer meeting with Donald Trump. How do you think the Prime Minister will fare on this big visit to the US?
I think it's got to be very freeing. I'm an ex-lawyer myself. I spent 7 years of my life studying and practicing law, and I remember thinking, this rule of law thing, it can't last. Hundreds of years of painstakingly accumulated rules formalising our intuitive sense of interpersonal fairness so that it can be applied outward in the context of large and complex institutions, counterbalancing as far as reasonably possible the biases and corruptions of individuals within those systems and grindingly correcting slow errors applied by people of varying moral character. Chuck it. Boring. A world governed by laws is a world for women and the weak. Let's go back to a place where my only job is to pick a man strong enough to hit my enemies, but kind enough to only hit me when he thinks it's going to be educational. That said, if the world is going to descend into Hobbesian chaos, I'd like it to happen quickly while I've still got these childbearing hips to bring to market.
Oh, Jamie, what are you thinking about this? We've obviously had all the European leaders posturing around American President Donald Trump.
Yes.
What, Jamie, would be your top tactics for persuasion?
I've got a three-pronged attack. So, firstly, I will ask for the job on merit, and then if I don't get it, I'll go back a wee bit needier, a wee more desperate. And if I still don't get it, I'll say, you're not giving me this because I can't see. And then, boom, back on breaking the news.
Well done, Ray and Alice. You get 2 points for that. That was the increase in defence spending announced by the Prime Minister. Now to you, Amy and Jamie. What was the other story we were after?
BP have announced that they're going to slash green investment and ramp up gas and oil again, because apparently it's 1996.
Right answer. Well done, Amy. That is indeed correct. Yes, the energy giant BP has announced it will cut its renewable energy investments and instead focus on increasing oil and gas production. The firm's chief executive, Murray Auchincloss, Murray Auchincloss is a real person, not like many have assumed, a character from American remake of Monarch of the Glen. Murray has said the renewed focus would drive growth and efficiency. Many feel efforts to tackle climate change are going backwards. What do you think, Jamie? A big change in BP's direction here. What do you make of this announcement from BP?
Oh, music to my ears. Yeah, no, those electric cars are silent. You know we are with a big rumbling diesel, man. I'll be safe to walk the streets again. So yeah, drill, drill, drill.
A unique take on it, Jamie. Great answer.
The other big move that people are making now that woke DEI is out the window is bringing back plastic straws, which I'm torn about. As somebody who has a toddler, paper straws are not good if you happen to be someone with a wet mouth that wants to drink a wet drink. But on the other hand, I feel like we have the material science to do something other than plastic with straws. Like, I had a straw the other day that was made out of potato fibres.
I'm not a chip.
I did, yeah. That is what I did.
The most Scottish response you'll ever hear.
Amy, what's your take? Do efforts to tackle climate change feel like they are going backwards?
Absolutely. And I think so much of that is to do with the fact that Greta got older. When she was like a quirky child making like amazing points, we were like, look at this lovely oracle. She's incredible. And then what happened was time passed and she stopped being this amazing child voice of the future and she started to just be sort of a young woman with well-informed opinions, which people don't like.
Jamie, let's take this on. What do you think then? Do you think that efforts to tackle climate change feel like they are going backwards?
Yep. And so are attitudes, and hopefully if we keep going in this reverse trend, we'll be able to drink in the trains again very soon.
Ray, what about yourself then? Do you think efforts to tackle climate change feel like they are going backwards?
Yeah, hugely. We're massively going backwards, and it's fascinating at a time when it's more obvious than usual that we are. Like, we had a day off work and school and everything because of a storm, and all of a sudden now we're going to be again. And it's also really bad for me because I host the Scottish Renewable Energy Awards every year. I don't know how long that's going to last. Like,
what about you, Amy? What are you doing personally to protect the environment?
Well, I don't know if you guys saw this, but I think it was a couple of years ago. Kim Kardashian flew from LA to Paris because she fancied a cheesecake in a really specific restaurant in Paris, right? I've stopped doing that.
Amy and Jamie, you get 2 points for that. It was the mashup of the rise in UK defence spending announced by the government and oil giant BP cutting back on its renewable energy investments. And at the end of that round, well done. The teams are all square. Now, much of our news is about public opinion, so to find out what stories people are talking about, we spoke to two friends of the show, comedian Zoe Lyons and broadcaster and writer Vic Galloway. So firstly, what do you think Vic is talking about here?
It's time to get off that gravy train, pal. Not only have you let the people down, you've let your friends down, and you've let yourself down. Once upon a time in Holyrood, eh? You've had your chance and you blew it.
They want to put a bill through that if you get 10% of your constituents vote against you, you can be sacked as an MSP.
That's a great shout. Well done. That's the right answer, Jamie. Yes, a Scottish Parliament committee is seeking the public's views on whether a system of recall should be introduced at Holyrood that could allow constituents to sack their MSP. Under the proposals, the recall system would be triggered if an MSP is excluded for 10 sitting days or receives a prison sentence under 6 months. Scottish Conservative MSP Graham Simpson has proposed a bill that would provide a route for constituents to recall MSPs. And on that, can I just say, Graham, mate, see if this is a cry for help. You want out, just resign, pal. Nothing to be ashamed of, big man. You just go in your own time. Direct question then, should you be able to sack your MSP?
I think what we should do in the next Scottish Parliament is turn it into Big Brother. So we elect all the people, and every 3 weeks we vote a politician out. And in the end, we just have a dictator for 4 months and then just go back to the start.
That's genius,
Imagine
mate.
that wee Ross guy from the Green Party's running the country for 4 months. It'd be terrible, but your bins would be collected every day. It'd be so good.
I love that. Ross Greer for
Thank
First
you.
Minister.
Yes.
There you go. Well, listen, these suggestions, we're taking them all on board. Alice, big changes being proposed here. Should you be able to sack your MSP?
I think we should be able to do more. Back to the olden days, a Thunderdome fight to the death, all comers. Winners get put in a prison cell, sacrifice a goat for the oracle. Good omens, you keep your job. Bad news, cut your nipples off, chuck you in a swamp.
What do you think then about sacking generally? Jamie, I'll throw this open to you first.
Yes.
Who would you like the power to sack and why?
Can I exchange sack to kill?
Carry on and see where we go with this.
I'd like to kill people who see my disability as a chance for them to tell me about disabled people they know.
Do you remember we did like an STV
Yes.
thing? Do you remember this?
Yes.
I've never seen a man more uncomfortable than what Jamie did to this person. So I was doing a show in Sing Langs, Mum and Dad are deaf. I walked in and Jamie was there and he went, "Who are you?" And I was like, "I'm Ray." And Jamie turned to the guy and went, "What is this, disabled hour?" And then the guy just left the room, like didn't know what to do. It was beautiful.
Oh, I love that. Well, that's really kicked us off on this. Let's keep it going round the houses. Amy, what about you? Who would you like the power to sack and why?
The person in charge of designing bins on trains, who I can only assume is a borrower. I have had yogurts bigger than most bins on trains.
Alice, what about you? Who would you like the power to sack and why?
I would like to sack whoever decided that men shouldn't read romance novels. Because I feel like men have no idea what is sexy about men. I was coming in from Australia and going down the escalator from Heathrow. I was behind a man and he had a baby on his front and two 20-kilogram suitcases. And as we were going down the escalator, there was another escalator coming past and there were about 7 young women. And as each of them went past, they went, And then there were two young men that went past and were like, ugh, look at him, what an idiot. I was like, you have no idea.
Of course, the last politician to have a P45 was Joe Biden, who went straight back to the toilet after P44. Ray and Alice, it's your turn now. What do you think Zoe is talking about here?
This is a beautifully natural solution to a modern day epidemic. Everybody knows that being out and about in nature is a huge benefit to mental health. How big is yours? If you end up getting a tiddler, who cares? You've had a lovely day out.
This is the new epidemic among young people of going fishing.
Bang on, yes. According to the Angling Trust, thousands of young people have been awarded rod licences in the last couple of years, having been drawn to the sport for its anxiety-busting effects. The sport's profile has also been bolstered by a number of celebrity anglers like Bob Mortimer and Paul Whitehouse. I tried fishing in a canal to help with my anxiety, and it worked. It did help them. My first catch was a half bottle of diazepam. Oh, Alice, well done on giving us the right answer there. What about you? Does fishing sound relaxing to you?
I was brought up Buddhist in Australia, so we weren't allowed to kill any of the little creatures in our house. Not ants, not cockroaches, not visiting Mormons, nothing.
Ray, what about yourself? Does fishing sound relaxing to you?
No, my dad goes fishing all the time. So, like, he's been in the Scottish Disabled Fishing Team. He's done all this kind of stuff. The last time I went fishing, I was 19 years old. I'd finished a shift in a club in town. So, like, finished at 3 a.m, did staff drinks to 5 a.m. My dad picked me up in Suckyall Street, drove me to go fishing. I was tipsy, hungover, and when he did his first cast off, I swear the hook got caught in the back of my head. And then my dad is still adamant that's the heaviest thing he's ever caught. So...
Jamie, I'll bring you in this one. What about this? Does fishing sound relaxing to you?
Yeah, it's brilliant. I'm in the disabled fishing team. I remember this time this guy caught his son.
Did he throw you back?
He did try and hit me. I was in the net for ages.
What about you then, Amy? Does fishing sound relaxing to you?
Absolutely, and I've done it. I love looking out across the water and just seeing a trolley bob up and down. There's nothing more relaxing, is there? Also, I love that it's... there's only 2 times in a man's life where he gets down on one knee. One is to propose, and one is to pose with his lovely little fish that he's just bought. And there's a beautiful irony in the fact that usually that image ends up becoming the main Tinder profile picture he uses after the divorce. So it's just like a fun cycle, isn't
Full
it?
circle,
Yeah.
isn't it? Lovely moment.
That's,
Very emotional.
That's funny, because I thought there were 3 times, but you probably just haven't kicked a man in the balls hard enough.
Well done on giving us the right answer. It's all about de-stressing, which we're definitely doing here on Breaking the News, and fishing is the way to do that, so they say. Recreational fishing uses methods like catch and release, which is also the new policy for Scottish prisons. Yes, angling to ease your anxiety is the right answer, and 2 points go to Ray and Alice.
Hey.
This is Breaking the News from BBC Radio Scotland with me, Des Clark. Now, this round is all about who's in the news. I will play you a clip of a mystery person. All you have to do is tell me who it is. So, Ray and Alice, you're first this time. Who is this?
So I'm just one of millions of people doing that. And it happens every day of the week, which is exciting.
That's former Doctor Who Peter Capaldi, isn't it?
Is the right answer. Well done. Yes, actor Peter Capaldi has returned to his musical career that he began in Glasgow over 40 years ago. The former Doctor Who star is due to release his latest album on the indie label Last Night from Glasgow. It was produced by his friend and fellow Scot Robert Howard of the band The Blow Monkeys, who encouraged him to return to making music. What about this then, Ray? Returning to his first love, are you going to be buying the new Peter Capaldi album?
No, of course I'm not, Des. No.
No.
Like, one of the songs is called Bin Night. Like, of course I'm not gonna.
And actually, Ray's not making this up. This is true. The first single from Peter Capaldi's new album, Sweet Illusions, is indeed called Bin Night. It was supposed to be released last Monday, but he slept in and has had to wait another. Alice, what about you then? Peter Capaldi returning to his first love of music. Will you buy the new Peter Capaldi album?
Look, I will buy the new Peter Capaldi album. I think we should support people in their ambitions. I like a gritty reboot as much as The Next Man. I think I'm going to buy it. I'm not going to listen to it.
I asked Alexa to play it, and it was bin night, and man, it's a love song. It says, "Did you hear me take the bins out?" That's just too mundane. It's like
is it a duet, and the other voice is going, "Which one?"
Yeah. It's like, did you see I've changed the loo rule? It's too, there's got to be a bit of spice or something.
Now, I reiterate my point. Men have no idea what is sexy about men.
Peter Capaldi is returning to his first love of music. Amy Matthews, are you going to be buying the new Peter Capaldi album?
I am, actually, but I'm going to buy it on CD because when you open the CD case, there's a whole room inside.
But then, see when you're finished it, which bin's a CD case go in? Which one?
Jamie, what was your childhood dream?
Well, it's never going to happen now.
Oh.
Win Strictly Come Dancing.
You must have been proud for your friend Chris, though, Chris McCausland, when he won it.
Sympathy vote.
Only Jamie could say that. Only.
I mean it. That's so good.
They're still dancing on ice. That's all I'm saying, Jamie. In the 1970s, Peter Capaldi was in a post-punk band called the Dream Boys. If you're wondering what post-punk is, it's just like normal punk, but they play it through your letterbox. Right, over to you, Amy and Jamie. It's your turn. Who is this and why are they in the news?
She said, well, could I see Grandma? And I said, well, let me turn on television. I'm sure we'll find her. And as I did that, I said, well, not too many people can say that.
Isabella Rossellini, she's just been nominated for, is it Best Supporting Actress? Yeah, at the Oscars.
Yes, it's first time Oscar nominee, Isabella Rossellini. She will be walking the red carpet in Hollywood this weekend. She's up for Best Supporting Actress for her role in Vatican set thriller Conclave, even though she only appears on screen for 8 minutes. Despite the brief length of Rossellini's performance, it was incredibly impactful, leading some to suggest a new category for the honour, the Spirit of Liz Truss Award.
I only like the Oscars when they get the winners wrong.
Yes, I know what you mean.
I think the only way they should make the Oscars better in the, what is it you get? 60 seconds, 90 seconds to your speech, and they all go on and on. So I think you should get 60 seconds, and there's a sniper. And from 50 seconds onward, there's a red dot on your chest. Let's see how much you care about your publicist then. Let's just do it.
I think it's great. I think basically she's been overlooked and people are like, oh, this might be our last chance to reward her for a lifetime of service to the industry. And so they're kind of, they're giving it now. And it might not be for the exact role that people remember her for, but I feel like, she's overdue.
Yeah, they want to give her something for the body of work and think, oh, well, that was quite good.
Yeah, it's like how I went to a cafe that I used to go to when I lived in Sydney, and they remembered me and they brought me a sandwich that they hadn't brought me 8 years ago. And I was like, yeah. I'm Isabella Rossellini.
Isabella was nominated with only 8 minutes of screen time. Amy, what's the best thing you've ever done in 8 minutes?
Probably a journey that Google Maps told me would take 20. I don't know where they got the stats for their journey time predictions. They must obviously, have someone sort of test it or something. But I think the person they had test it was Captain Tom. Because honestly, oh, come on. Because honestly, every journey I've been, so I was like, oh, this is going to take about 20 minutes. 10 tops. 10 tops.
I time trips for Google professionally.
Do you?
Can I give you my worst in 8 minutes?
Please.
I was doing a TV warm-up gig and I ended up chatting to a pussycat doll for about 10 minutes and I ran out of chat and started telling her what I get from the chippy.
Again, men don't understand what's sexy.
Yeah.
The Substance is the first body horror to be nominated for Best Picture. Now, if you're not sure what body horror is, check out Troon Beach in July. Yes, Isabella Rossellini is, of course, the right answer. And 2 points go to Amy and Jamie. And it's time now for our final quickfire round, which is all about deciphering the numbers in the news. I will read out a headline. All the teams have to do is fill in the blanks. So get ready, teams. When we run out of time, you'll hear this.
Oh, gosh, you're Scottish.
There's John Beattie there, who just bumped into somebody in Edinburgh.
It's good, honest fun.
I know. Well, let's do this. Fingers on buzzers, teams, and here we go. Nearly a third of households in Scotland have what, Alice?
An empty tin of shortbread that does not contain shortbread.
It contains the sewing kit. We all know this.
Button box, button box.
It's something else. Nearly a third of households in Scotland have what, Ray?
A trampoline go by the window every time there's a storm?
Very true, I love it. Nearly a third of households in Scotland have what, Jamie?
More bins than people.
Is that what bin night is really about?
You know it.
I think I've got 6. Yeah, that is very valid. Yeah,
That's an
Thank you.
amazing
It's actually
observation.
a true answer, but it's
Yeah.
not probably the
It is
right
a true answer, and because it's so true and accurate, it's not the answer we're looking for. Nearly a third of households in Scotland have what, Amy?
A mug bigger than a train bin?
Great observation, but no, it's something else. Nearly a third of households in Scotland have what, Ray?
Been Rangers manager?
Nearly a third of households in Scotland have nothing in savings, according to new analysis.
Oh, gosh, you're Scottish.
Oh, there's our klaxon. John has beaten. It means it's all over. And at the end of the quiz, our winners this week are Amy Matthews and Jamie McDonald. And commiserations to Ray Bradshaw and Alice Fraser. And we'll leave you with the breaking news. Breaking news just in. Starbucks told its corporate staff to work from home as it announced cuts of thousands of jobs via email. Affected staff said they were upset to be told by email, but this was better than the previous plan to shout their names out at the end of the counter. A new £4 million lighting system has been installed on the runway at Inverness Airport. This replaces the current system, which is an old man grasping an oil lantern shouting, "Who goes there?" And Nicola Sturgeon surprised Pitlochry Festival Theatre attendees by blasting out a DJ set with Hollywood legend Alan Cumming. Sturgeon took to the decks and shouted, "Everybody make some noise! Everybody put your hands in the air! And everybody delete your WhatsApp messages!" The news is broken. I've been Des Clark. Goodbye!